But literally, stop worrying about what other people might do to you and think about what you can do to the world. If you are focused so much on what everybody else is going to do, then you're basically a spectator in your own life. Do you understand? I don't want you to be a spectator. I want you to be a player. Not only do I want you to be a player in the game and win the game, I want you to design the game. We can shape the game. We decide what game we're going to play, what that game's going to look like, not somebody else. So stop being scared, damn it. I can't do that. I can't do constant fear. Maybe I don't know. I mean, my daddy was a real man, and he would laugh at me if I was sitting around like, oh, what they gonna do? They's gonna come get us, ball. Man, please, whatever. Anyway, and to the nice white people in the room, I don't hate you. I just love myself, and I hope that that's okay with you. All right. So anyway, hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, share, subscribe. So yeah, that URL to the conventions, allblacknationalconvention.com. And also I'll put my Instagram up there if you want to follow me at Dr. Boyce Money. It's right there. Now, let me give you some scientific research, and then I'm going to lay out a few stocks that I like, and hopefully that'll help us all make some money. All right. So here is what the research says. Basically, there are studies out there. One of them was done by some Harvard professors named a professor particularly named Raj Chetty. Raj Chetty and his colleagues, basically they were exploring the influence of growing up in a wealthy neighborhood on economic outcomes. The study, part of the Opportunity Insights Project, found that children who grow up in higher income areas are more likely to experience upward mobility and achieve higher incomes as adults. This is holding their income constant. The research emphasized the importance of what they call neighborhood effects, showing that the environment in which a child is raised, including exposure to wealthier peers, access to better schools, and community resources, plays a significant role in the future economic success. Also, you have things like social networks, role models, and economic opportunities that does make a difference, right? So all these things definitely matter. All these things make a difference. All these opportunities, these networks, the role models, having the guidance and stuff like that really goes a long way. Now, here are some key insights you can pick up from this study. Number one, children who grow up in wealthier neighborhoods are 20% more likely to earn higher incomes in adulthood, right? So some of you may not have grown up in a wealthy neighborhood, but if you're raising your kids in a neighborhood where everyone's economically mobile, then that's going to make a difference. Also, boys from low-income families who move to wealthier areas before the age of 13 see their future earnings rise by 31%. Isn't that interesting? That makes me think about A.G. Gaston. How many of y'all know? Give me a yes if you know about A.G. Gaston, who was this black multimillionaire, but way back in the 1940s. Anybody know about A.G. Gaston? Because y'all know about your kids know about Cardi B, so they should probably know about A.G. Gaston too. Let me know if you know who A.G. Gaston is. A.G. Gaston was a black man who had a whole lot of money way before integration. He was a person that knew exactly how to make money, and he knew how to make money at a very high level. And that ended up being something that made him into a force to be reckoned with in the Birmingham, Alabama community. Well, A.G. Gaston, if you look at his track record, what's interesting about A.G. is that he was on one economic track. He was on the what you might call the Negro track, right? You grow up, you wash clothes for white people or something, and next thing you know, you'll end up getting a nice little job and get just enough money to get by. And A.G. Gaston, actually, his mother actually worked for a Jewish family. And what happened, from what I understand, I don't know the whole story in detail, so forgive me if I get something wrong, but he basically learned from that family, like, no. Here's the best way to make money. Here's how you really make money. And that's when he started thinking like a business owner. They elevated his economic consciousness to show him where the money's at. And next thing you know, A.G. Gaston was making more money in a day than most rich people were making in a year, right? And it wasn't because he was working harder. It wasn't even because he got any smarter. It was just because he took a different approach. Do you understand?